Hi, this is Ramesh Srivastav, Editor-in-Chief, SightsIn Plus. Actually, post-pandemic, if we see the major change, so I noticed that remote working is the major change. And this remote working itself has transformed and sometimes you can say disrupted a lot of things. So, major change, what I see, the major disruption, what I see, it is on the organizational culture. The culture is entirely changed. So, a lot of impact is there on the employee experience, the employee engagement, and the major change what we see as of now that is on the employer and employee relationship. So a lot of the expectations from the employer will be shift, and the employer what they're expecting from employer that is also a lot of changes can be noticed. For the discussion on this, these are the main areas. I have currently a eminent HR leader and very popular on the social media, Gauri Das. Gauri is currently working as the head human resources with the India Factory and Finance Solution Private Limited. Gauri has almost 16 years of experience in human resources. She has double masters in human resources and psychology. Gauri is also TDX speaker and national president future of work. Recently, Gauri has launched a new book. It is the power of connections. So this is the latest book, and which is a very good. I gone through this, and really a lot of you can inputs you can get here. You can learn a lot of things right here. I'll discuss with also Gauri about this book. It is also forwarded by Mr. Harjeet Khanuja, who is the Senior Vice President HR at the GMU and very popular author and eminent HR leader. I'd like to come to you, Gauri. How do you see, as I said earlier, that a lot of disruption we have seen in employer and employee relationship during the last 2 and 3 years? How do you notice this?
Thank you, Ramesh, first of all, for having me here and the warm welcome. And like you said, disruption, I think even in media, there's a lot of disruption. So thanks for creating this platform because videos are way more interactive. Print is definitely there. The touch and feel is always important, but videos are also playing a lot of role here. So just like customer expectation is changing, we have to go with it. And same thing is happening with employee also. So if I talk about my industry, banking industry, I'm sure you will remember being in queue for hours to get a bank account opened. I remember those days, and I also remember in 2021 when I opened my account with Zeoda, it was less than 3 minutes. So things have changed. The high tech experience that we are getting, and it is for commoners. It's not that we are getting it only for luxury brands. So commoners are getting this experience, and that's where the same commoners, you and I, when we go to workplace, we expect the same thing there as well. So when you tell somebody that you have to go to work now after 2 years, the question is, why should I waste my time on travel? Why should I waste my energy on travel? I can do something better. And that's where everything is changing. But there are a lot many industries where this has not changed at all. Manufacturing, this has not worked. Banking in some sector, this has not worked. So there is a lot of, I would say, upheaval today, wherein within the organization, a certain system, a certain sector is all about work from anywhere. And on the other side of it, you have to tell certain people that because your job demands, you have to be in office. So it is a very time of innovation for HR and also to relook at everything, including the culture, the values that we have said that we will follow same policy for everybody. I think time is now that we create one handbook for each employee because so much customization, personalization is required today. So it's high time that we relook and we start thinking from perspective of design thinking that each and every user is different. How much can we customize it and how much can we change our values also? As we know in our lives, values keep changing. So just like that, organization values, culture, everything has to change, and we have to continuously reevaluate things and then move forward.
Gauri, also, is there any disconnect between the employer and employee during this period of time because of the remote working? Most of the people They were working from the home, from anywhere. So do you feel any disconnect? Because now the moonlighting, that is a very very topic which is being debated at every platform. So, what is the reason you find that is somehow it is related to the culture, somehow it is related with the disconnect, or what?
Yes, very pertinent point, Ramesh, because just today I read that a mid-size organization reached out to a top lawyer firm and they asked, can I go to people's home and audit it? So it's distrust, it's disconnect, it's all of it. And I also remember we just now 2 3 months ago we restarted uh, going back to office in hybrid mode. When we connected back to those people, the level of bonding was not as high because 2 years we had not seen each other. The level of that chemistry that we used to have with people, that has undergone some
Correct. That
change.
bonding is missing somehow because they were not
Yes.
connected in person. So that's I think this is coming out as reason. That's why matter of ethics and everything. This is coming out. So that's
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Please continue. Yeah, please.
So because of this bonding, and also now people are very enterprising. They want to go for their passion, but there is a fine line. And when your passion gets converted into moonlighting and working for a competitor is not known. So that's where all organizations, while they cannot ask people to come back, there are a lot of downsides to it, but they want to put in a mechanism in place. But yes, I would say the whole fundamental of bonding.
Since we are going through a transition phase, means might be the expectations of the employees a little changed from the employer. There is also trust deficit, you can say. So, in such a scenario, what do you see that how the employers can boost the better employee experience? Because experience would be better only when you can meet the expectations. Suppose so without meeting the expectations, how the experience could be better? So how the employers can take a step forward now and make the better experience so that this disconnect uh, between both employer and employee can be managed.
Yes, rightly said, Ramesh, because we have to find a way. It would not work this way. Just now, Wipro fired 300 people, and lot many other organizations are also milling what action they need to take. But this is not how the bonding has to be, how the correct organization has to be. So we have to find a solution. And you rightly mentioned we are in a transition phase. Nobody has all the answers. But I think communication works the best here also, and I would say over communication. And who's going to do that? Manager. The manager is that linking pin. They have two set of teams, one they their peers and organizational goal, and another one where they are connected with their directs, and they connect these two teams. When this connection happens well, then definitely you will not see the disengagement or working for competitor, because moonlighting as such, we are not saying that it's bad, because if you want to pursue your passion, it's fine. But if you are doing it on pretext of passion and you are actually passing on the data or information to others, that's where the
Correct.
distrust comes in
Correct.
the picture.
Correct.
Yes, so I think it's on managers how they are connecting the two, and also the purpose. If you can bring in things for people within the organization to pursue their passion, they don't have to look out. If you bring in those voluntary programs where people want to really do something and they connect with themselves to their purpose, a lot of voluntary programs are going on in current days, and if people can find their passion there and they can connect there, I think a lot of it would not be required. Rest of it, where people want to have a different stream of things, I think transparency is very very important. Like in my organization, we have this policy since 2016, and we are talking about moonlighting today. If I want to do something beyond work, I need to seek permission, and it's a mandate that within 5 days my manager has to tell me. And you talk about this book, Ramesh, this is done by a circle which I founded in 2020. And when the book was launched, my boss was there to support me. So this is how you can help people achieve their passion and also be totally engaged to the organization. I think some such innovative methods would be required. Like for us, if anybody wants to do something beyond work, they just need 5 days and tell us what they want to do, and they can be on it any point of time.
So finally, I would like to ask you that what are the tips from those side? I'm not talking about the mountain right now because that is limited to a specific industry as of now, if you see, not with all the industries. So as a your tips, I'm asking for the service industry, for the manufacturing sector. So what are the tips for the modern employee experience in current perspective?
I think first thing would be hybrid, because if we go for total remote, there is disconnect. So I have a friend who started working with a large organization during COVID, and he left the system within 13 months. And I asked him what happened, why you are leaving so soon, because so far he had worked for 5 years, 3.5 years, 2.5 years. And he was like, this organization employs 200,000 people, but I could connect only with three. So the bonding that gets developed never happened. And that's why I decided to quit, because this is not how I would want to connect in a team. So I think hybrid is a better way than having everything fully remote. Depends. No one solution fits everybody, but I think there should be some way. If you cannot connect on a hybrid weekly basis, then organize something quarterly or monthly where people can come together, because the bonding will never happen until you really meet face to face. So that is number one thing. Second thing, I would go back to purpose. Today's employees, Gen Z, millennials, or even the alpha generation that is coming in, and I have a teenager at home, and for them, what I stand for, what is my purpose, is extremely important. So if we can connect their purpose to the organization, I think nothing like it. There will be that connect. And third thing I would say is patience, because it's a transition time. It is going to take time. When it started, then also we all said that there were many people who did not want to operate from home, did not want to operate remotely. Like my organization, we started from first week of March, while lockdown was announced in on 23rd of March. Many people reached out and said, there's nothing in India, not even 100 cases in Mumbai. Why do you want to do this? And we were like, no, we want to take care of you. So some such things will always be there. Whenever there is a change, there is resistance. So have patience. So I think managers, the linking pin, the passion, purpose, we can connect. Some connect, the face-to-face connect, and also the interview process. We need to really, really evaluate beyond technical skills. So these are some of the tips that I would say would really work. They have worked for us.
And in the last but not the least, tell us something about this wonderful book.
Yeah. So this is power of connections, connecting with each other. Like Romesh, you and I, we know each other for I think 2 years now. So it's like whenever we are connecting, 1 plus 1 is not two. It's infinite. And my own story, I started from a very small village, and I did not know English language. Communication was very bad. I was an introvert, and I would always run away from people. Entry into HR also did not help me, because I am basically an engineer, so the technical bend of mine was always there, and I avoided those gatherings. At work, I was good because I was connected with only few people. But then I realized that your progress happens when you connect with heterogeneous set of people, when you connect with others, support them, and in the process also get supported. So this book is about leaders lifting leaders, the group that I founded, and 4 authors, all of us, we have not met as yet in person, but the bonding that has developed has led to this book. So this is our second anniversary celebration through this book. And what you can get from this book is not only the theoretical concept about networking, but also, like I shared my story, I have shared how, what, and why of networking. And likewise, many more people have shared how they came out of the shell and how networking is really helping them. And it is very easy. We always think that we have to attend all the conferences in the city, but all that is not required. It's very, very simple, and you will learn that from this book.
I think it's a learning session, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.